It's really good having depth this year. You know, we can rotate guys in. If somebody does happen to go down, we have been rotating guys in at both guard positions, so we are very able to do that game too.
Yeah, how much has that helped along the way, Marcus? That I mean, if you have to, no matter how many snaps you have to play this week, you've been playing basically every single week all season.
It's very helpful. You know, you go to some of the toughest environments in SEC and you play a great number of snaps, and when your number is called, it's like nothing's happening. You're just ready for it.
Kind of maybe not being a starter going into the year. I know that was something that you were pushing for, and you played really well as a freshman last year, and I think a lot of people in that situation would probably expect to be starters the next year, but I guess only 5 guys can start, right?
Yeah, it was a tough situation for me, and it refocused me, got me back on track, and I really think I got a lot better because of that situation. I really think competition really does make every player better.
How much did those starts last year help you?
They helped a lot, but it was nothing like having that competition during the summer. I think I really pushed myself to get better, and then every week knowing that I had to compete harder and harder and do better in practice to get more reps really made me a good player.
When did you kind of know going into the season that you wouldn't be a starter? When did they sort of list that chart? Was it just going into the very first game of the season, or when did you sort of learn?
It was sometime during Miller game. He told me I would rotate in, I would be getting reps, and that my reps would increase. The better I played, the better I practiced, and the more consistent I got. So I just worked on that every day.
Was that kind of a tough night or so when you first heard that? Because everybody wants to be in the lineup.
It was tough. It's a hard thing to swallow, but you got to get used to it. You got to push on. It's life. You can't get mad over things that you have no control over. What I have control over is I can get better every day and push.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most, Marcus?
I feel like I've gotten a lot more consistent. I've gotten my assignment steps. I just need to work on a couple more things. I'll be there. I'll just keep pushing. When my time is called, I'll be ready.
I mean, you were a high school All-American, and so I'm sure, pretty dominant. Was that the toughest transition to know you've got to give that same sort of superior effort every single snap, play after play?
When you're dominant in high school, you can used to being able to give effort, superior effort, but you don't have to give it every play to beat somebody. When you come to the SEC, it's like a first-round draft pick. You're dominant almost every game you play, and you have to know that every play has got to be all out every play, or you're just not going to get the job done.
Marcus, how much are you doing at right guard? Are you doing both the spots this week, or are you still sticking at left guard?
I'm doing both, just in case I'm needed. If I'm needed, if my number's called, I'll be there.
Are those spots that much different?
It's a little different feel, but it's nothing I can't get used to.
I think that there was a time last week, and I could be quoting Coach Dooley wrong, obviously, so correct me, please, if I'm wrong. But I think there was
I think somebody on the sideline yelled for me to go in, so I went in. It's probably my fault. I should have known 22. I should have just told him no and did it.
Was it a player or coach who told you?
You
don't say who it was.
I ain't gonna hang nobody else.
But that's what you heard.
Yeah.
So, was that when they fussed at you during the timeout? I'm sure. Did you say like they told me to go in? Or was it just one of those deals?
You might want to hang nobody out. Just be corrected. It was nobody's fault. And just moved on.
So you just had to sit there and take it, basically.
I just explained my case and just took it.
How much would you like to see Rajon back in the lineup this week? I know he's been updated, probable, if not 100%. The coaches have said, and I know he said he won't be 100%. But how much would y'all like to see him back in there?
I think you have a good core of backs, and Rajon is part of that core. And he's a really good back. Very physical runner. He's been improving from week to week, and it'd be good to have him back. And we do have guys that can get the job done, and we have complete confidence in him.
Marcus, I'm sure you may have already been asked this, but South Carolina's got such a good defensive line. Kind of talk about stepping in this week and playing against some of the best in the conference.
The first start last year was against South Carolina, against mostly some of the same guys. So I kind of got a feel for them. Just want to go out and show how much I improved and just do what I need to do.
How good are they? Because I think the way Coach Dooley put it was you can do anything simple on the back end that you want to do when your front four gets that much pressure on the quarterback. It seems like they're one of the best in the country.
They're very good pass rushers, and at the same time, they're very good protectors. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a very good matchup in the trenches. You got to bring the A game on both sides.
How much do y'all want to win, period, no matter who it is at this point?
We want to win to show everybody that we have improved and that we are doing the right things in practice. It's not showing, but we're very close, and we just got to keep straining.
Is that as frustrating as anything, the fact that this team is better and the record doesn't necessarily reflect it?
It's very frustrating, but you just got to put it aside and keep pushing and pushing, because if you stop, that's when you do it.
Do you think this team will do that?
This team will definitely keep pushing. We're all for each other.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry.